My name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
And good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully I have sound. The button is turned on. My mic is turned on. We're good. Unless the batteries die, we are good. It is noon. It is Tuesday, and you know what that means. It is time for our daily hail forecast. Let's thank our sponsors, C3 Group, as well as the Merlin Law Group. As always, thanks you guys for sponsoring this video. And if you haven't noticed already, our website has changed. It's been like this for about 3 months now, but if you're still having issues navigating our new site, please give us a call. We can set up a tutorial or a training with you and your team so that you can work around our site with no problems and you can make some money. Money is good, right? So let's get into today. We do have, again, 2 areas that we'll be watching for hail. And we still have that system that's on the eastern coast as well. That'll be, today will be the last day for the eastern coast with that system. But this is the main story for today. We'll start with this. We do have a chance for hail from southern Nebraska to Kansas. Pueblo and Colorado Springs is under the gun, possibly again today, all the way down to the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. So areas such as Lubbock and Marilla, all the way down to Midland, you do have a chance to get some pretty large hail today if the storms can stay isolated and hit the right areas. I think the largest hail for the strongest storms will reach up to 3 inches in diameter in this area, shaded here in this purple color. And then again, we do have still that chance for hail with any pop-up storms anywhere from Virginia all the way up into Maryland. So I think, again, up to 1.5 inches diameter hail is possible with those storms. So here are a few of the models. This is one of the HRRR models. We'll look at the southern part of the risk first. You can see that the storms will develop later on this afternoon in eastern New Mexico, make their way onto the east. Looks like it'll become more wind event threat as we get into the evening. So for here in Oklahoma City, I think it'll be more of a wind threat than anything. But this afternoon and evening, right here in the Panhandle, I think there'll be some isolated discrete storms that will form and a large hail will be possible. So let's move on to the eastern part of the country. Again, just like the last few days, very popcorn-like storms will develop and up to 1.5 inches hail will be possible there. So let's look at tomorrow. This is just a preliminary forecast. I think hail will be possible from the northern part of the country, such as Montana, the Dakotas, southward. Denver has a chance for hail tomorrow, as well as into Colorado Springs. It may stay just east of Colorado Springs, but down to the south, just south of Oklahoma City. I think Dallas has a chance tomorrow to see some hail if the storms can develop in the metro. But again, I think up to 2.5-inch hail is possible for the strongest storms here in this wonderful shaded orange color. And the chances of hail stretches on into the into parts of the eastern part of the country, such as St. Louis, northward into Cincinnati. I think the hail sizes, though, will stay on the smaller side. This will be our main concern for tomorrow as of right now. And this is the NAM model, the North American model. You can see in the afternoon, storms again will develop. I think there'll be some morning convection as well. I'm not expecting any of that to be severe. It's the afternoon that we'll be watching. So 4-5 p.m., that's when this area will potentially light up for severe weather. And if we take another round here, you can see that in the evening hours, I think there will be hail possible, but I think there'll be more little Boeing segments in there as well. So again, this is the main area that we'll be watching, but we're still 24 hours out. A lot can change. And if we move a little bit northward to kind of see what will be going on in the northern part of that risk, you can see storms develop and then they'll start lining out. So that is what we're thinking as of right now. But again, a lot can change. So what's going on in the next 5 days? Let's talk about that. Let's thank our sponsors, C3 Group, as well as the Merlin Law Group. Thanks again, you guys, for sponsoring. Okay, let's get into the next 5 days. I think it's going to be a pretty active stretch. I set the 3-star chance for a 10% today because of Lubbock. We got Midlands, we got Amarillo. You're all under the risk for hail today, and I think the hail sizes can get up to 3 inches in diameter. So if one of those cities gets hit with large hail, 3-star map. So, and then of course with those higher populations, we have it set at high. Tomorrow, again, I think we have a decent chance for seeing a 3-star map as well, with Dallas being under the risk. I think up to 2.5-inch hail is possible, and again with Dallas and even Denver being under the gun for possible hail tomorrow, the population is set at high. And then as we get into Thursday, only about a 2% chance for a 3-star map, as that main system that's going to be here today in the southern plains, as well as moving into other parts of Texas. Tomorrow we'll be moving on into the eastern part of the country and won't be as strong for hail. 2% chance for that for now, and up to golf ball size hail possible, and a population set at moderate. And as we get into Friday and Saturday, there are still some uncertainties, especially for Saturday. It's still 5 days out, but for Friday, there is an area that we'll be watching in Nebraska. It's only set at a 2% right now. That could go up as we get closer to Friday. As of right now, I'm just setting it at golf ball size with population set at moderate. And then Saturday, with that uncertainty, I'm keeping things lower as well. So let's take a look at the map and see where these areas of hail will be possible. Again, this is tomorrow. Pretty large area from areas such as Billings, southward into Denver, all the way down south into Dallas, all the way up into the Ohio Valley. This will be the main area of concern tomorrow. I think this hail will be a bit on the smaller side. And then as we get into Thursday, that system moves on to the east. Another new little disturbance will develop and bring some possible hail to Nebraska. I'll move on to the side here so you can see the eastern coast will have that chance for hail on a Thursday. And as we get into Friday, that little disturbance that will be here on Thursday really doesn't move a whole lot. Areas such as Lincoln, Omaha, Des Moines, you could see some hail possibly on Friday. And then as we get into Saturday, we do have another disturbance that will be moving on in, and there could possibly be hail. I'm not really sure on how big it's going to be as right now. That I just set it at golf ball size hail for now. A lot of the energy, like the Cape values, like that we talk about every once in a while, a lot of it is to the east of this. So stay tuned. Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe the energy will match up with that a little bit better. So there still are some uncertainties, of course, as expected, as we are still 5 days out. So this is the upper range. You can see there's a disturbance here that'll be causing the severe weather for today. They'll be moving on to the east tomorrow, and it will continue on to the east to the eastern part of the country on Thursday. Here's our next system, a little bit of disturbance that will be bringing that severe weather to Nebraska, parts of Iowa, as we get into Thursday and Friday. And Saturday, we have this new low that's going to be coming in from the Pacific that will be bringing the potential for severe weather anywhere from Nebraska down south into western Kansas, into the panhandles, maybe as far west as Denver. Again, we're still 5 days out, and there still are a lot of uncertainties about this. We just got to wait and see. Mother Nature's always full of surprises, so a lot going on, a lot of little disturbances to keep an eye on, a lot of chances for severe weather and hail for the next 5 days. It's going to be a little bit busy here at the Hail Palace. So, as always, like we tell you every single day now that it is hail season, it is active. Make sure, if you haven't already, to set our posts first on our Facebook page. All you need to do is go to the Hail Trace page, click on the follow button, select See First, and you'll be all set. Hopefully you don't miss anything. We want you guys to get to those storms and help all those people out in need. And as always, if you have any questions, give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com. You can see all of our maps on hailtrace.com, and we also have an Instagram page. Check us out there as well. And I am meteorologist Heather Kay, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday.